Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Wait, 1 second.
What are you doing?
There's more cereal in the bowl. I'm sorry. Welcome back, everybody, to the Solitary Confinement pod. 1 second.
Eat the food and then talk, okay? Don't try to do both at the same time.
Oh, this is which one's more important? I can't decide.
Eat the cereal and then do the intro, Carson.
Oh, this is some good cereal. Welcome back to the Solitary Confinement. 1 second.
This is atrocious. Just spit it out. Spit the cereal out.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Solitary Confinement podcast featuring... What's your name again?
Racc. Raccoon eggs.
Okay, we got raccoon eggs and the narrator.
Hello.
And my cereal.
Yo,
I
is
do
my
remember
audio
using that,
good?
but not mine.
Is my audio
Tony the
good?
Tiger from Frosted Flakes.
Is that our
Raccoon.
special guest?
Raccoon,
Yeah.
do you want me to turn up my audio?
No, you sound fine.
Okay, great. You better be able to normalize it so I'm not the quietest one this time, for fuck's sake.
Alright, I can do that for
Racc,
you.
you're an idiot, and everyone here hates you.
You're the one eating cereal into the fucking mic. You came back and your microphone was at 1000% gain, and you were slurping milk directly into your mic. It was an assault on my ears. How am I the one that you guys hate? You should hate yourself, Carson.
You're more successful
What,
than
you
us.
hate me? You hate me for eating cereal? You hate
Yes,
me
I
for
do.
putting nutrients into my body? What am I, a normal
It's 11
human being?
p.m. for you, Carson. Who eats cereal at 11 p.m.? Are you like just doing an early breakfast?
Time for
or what?
breakfast.
Carson,
Early
why
breakfast.
Why are you just screen sharing your audio?
In case it stops
Early
recording.
brunch.
So we can see if it stops recording.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Are we going to do the podcast?
Yeah, we're doing it right now. Are you good?
You know, I'm starting to question, should we just start the podcast like this? Like just this, so people can realize,
This
hey,
is the start. We're doing, the podcast is rolling right now. You think there's a disconnect here? There's not.
It's the worst episode yet. All right, let's get into something, Carson. You did the intro. I expect you to be the one that segues.
All right. You want me to make like a Segway noise or something?
A segue? No, not like the mode of transportation, Carson. I'm talking about like get a topic and bring it up so we have something to talk
All
about
right,
instead
guys.
of bashing you for eating Frosted Flakes at 11 p.m.
Wow, this is this is something else. Okay, guys, today we're doing some Discord questions.
You only have yourself to blame.
Our public Discord, we have a channel in it called Podcast Questions. By the way, join our Discord, link down below. You should join it right now. Don't wait.
Yeah, do that.
if
Yeah.
you wait, the link might expire.
First one in there, it gets to win something.
You don't win
Not
anything.
much.
That is a
It's-
lie.
You win self-respect.
That is a bold-faced lie. You will win nothing. Just
It's
say,
true.
hey, you should join out of the kindness of your heart. Don't promise anything.
I mean, you could do that too.
You might win a chance to talk with us.
Okay, you're gonna win a fucking cruise for your entire family. Now read a question.
Well, that's better
All
than
right.
meeting us.
All right, we're going to just go down the list of certain questions that I've pinned in the podcast questions channel on Discord, and we're just gonna answer your questions.
All right,
I'm gonna
first
eat the rest of
question
my
here
cereal.
we got directed at Carson. Do you eat cereal at 11 p.m.?
Yeah,
What is that?
that's
Why
a good
he
question.
did it?
No, that's not. That's a question from Racc, actually.
Oh.
That is a question from Racc.
I was bamboozled. You guys can see what I'm seeing. I'm nowhere near
All right.
my mom.
I actually do have a question that's from me, but we'll go down the list. We'll get to that.
All right.
Did you put it in the
We're
Discord?
going to start
Raccoon?
from the bottom. We're starting from the bottom, okay?
From the
The
bottom?
bottom of the pinned. Yeah, the bottom
Okay.
because that was the first ones put in there.
Oh, okay.
All right. What's your biggest regret besides starting the podcast?
My biggest regret is not asking out my crush in freshman year.
Really?
Yeah. Are we
Was it
doing
a cute girl?
Are we doing honest answers, or am I supposed to be
Yeah.
throwing out a fucking meme?
No.
Well, then there you go. There's my serious answer.
Yo,
Tell me about her.
I don't dwell on it anymore because there's no point in it.
Can I go?
Tell me yours, yeah.
I would probably say my biggest regret is not making as many YouTube channels as I've made, because like everybody over the years I think has made we all started with a Minecraft YouTube channel, and then
That's not what you started with.
yeah, it is.
Oh no.
But still.
Oh no.
But anyways, I regret not, I guess, starting a channel on something that I was
Look at
really...
the top of his house.
I guess, not starting a channel about something that I was really passionate about for the longest time.
For context, Narrator used to make vlogs, and one of the vlogs was his house getting destroyed by a tornado.
Oh, that's what you were joking about. Oh, you guys are assholes.
He lost everything.
Yeah, I did. Thanks, by the way.
Your biggest regret should have been not running away.
My biggest regret was not walking into that fucking power line.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. You killed me.
I was
enough.
being
All right. Hey.
genuine, but fuck you guys.
I'm very sorry for your loss, Narrator.
Fuck
now,
you.
Carson, what is
you're
yours?
not.
Oh man. I wasn't ready for that one.
I'm making a making of the podcast video, by the way.
What?
Yes.
What would
What
go
does
into
that
that?
I'm recording my screen right now.
This is the making of a podcast. So it's the same
Yes.
thing, except with a shitty camera angle on your fucking monitor.
3 shitty camera angles.
Wow. All right. Carson,
All right,
what's your
my biggest regret. Okay, in 3rd grade, there was this dude that passed out next to me, and my biggest regret is probably not catching him as he was falling, because he dropped his light bulb, and then I saw him tilting over, and he had a light bulb. He got backing up.
Did he die?
No, but he broke his jaw on the floor.
Oh.
Yeah, because
Because
and I
you
was
didn't
standing
catch
next to
him?
him. Yeah, I didn't realize that it was an issue. I didn't realize, hey, that man's falling. You should catch him. You should help that man. So he fell and broke his jaw. Yeah, it is.
I would say okay, 3rd grade, right?
Yeah.
You didn't make the conscious decision, oh, I'm not going to catch him. You just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
I feel like a regret is more for decisions that you made, not things you did that you really had no control over.
I guess you're right. I can't think of any regrets then.
You're just
Yeah,
a
that's
perfect soul.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
What can I say?
It's kind
I
of
can
a
live with
weird
that.
question.
Oh no, I have a regret. One time last year, the day before I started my Overwatch pun series, so I was really in a good headspace. I drank a giant thing of orange juice right before I went to bed, and then I slept on that for 2 hours, and then ended up puking the rest of the night till 5 a.m. That's probably my biggest regret.
Pretty tame compared to Narrator and mine.
It was a not fun night. I haven't drank orange juice since.
Wait, I just drank orange juice before we started the podcast.
Yeah, but are you sleeping on it?
Am I sleeping on orange
You were
juice?
sleeping on the empty orange juice container? That probably wasn't that comfortable.
Why would you
Feel
sleep on
bad
it?
for you. No
Really
wonder you
bumpy.
regretted it. Jeez. All right. Hey, next question. What would happen, or what would you be doing if YouTube all of a sudden stopped?
Oh, last question was from Psycho Wolf. This one's from T. Lombard 2000.
Oh, we have
Thank
to
you for
read
the
off the
questions, guys.
names. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I think they would appreciate it.
All right. What would you be doing if YouTube all of a sudden stopped? Carson?
Oh, I'm going first?
Narrator?
Twitch.
Carson?
I'm currently studying for my media communication degree in college, so I would probably focus more on my college and education.
We're going for the same major.
Yeah, dude.
Well, I'm getting my associates.
And Racc would be if he wasn't a YouTuber.
Twitch.
Yeah, fucking loser.
Or radio. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Cool, we're all on the same page. Sean is Panda. What do you plan on doing to improve the podcast in the future?
It's a downhill. It's a downhill
videos.
slope, buddy.
We don't
There's
ever
no
try
improving
to
this.
improve. We never try to improve. Did you hear the beginning of this episode?
Constantly, like, has it been just a running thing where before every podcast starts or something that we end up cutting is just me saying, "This, no one's gonna watch this"?
No.
Really?
No.
I'm pretty sure I just question it every time.
That's not a thing.
I guess
do you
if you
mean?
want like a semi-serious
question it.
answer, we're trying to improve the podcast by like putting more things up on the channel, like streams and stuff.
Yeah.
But other than that, the actual podcast
And we're also trying to get
itself-
stuff out.
The
We're trying to
podcast
do at
itself
least
as
one
a separate
thing
entity
weekly.
is a fucking downward spiral all the way.
Yeah. I don't know why people watch us.
It's
Yeah.
because Raccoon's here.
Okay,
Hi.
well, people watched us before Raccoon.
It's because Raccoon's here.
I used to have the least subs.
Yeah.
We got something out of Carson and you.
Oh.
Yeah,
we got Serenian out of Carson.
Yeah. Hey, we haven't mentioned him in a while.
Hey, Serenian.
Someone asked us about that.
Can we talk about the fact that there are, because I don't think I've addressed this on the podcast yet, there are people who like binge the podcast and listen.
is this going to be the okay? I have an answer for this. Just go to the Solitairey Confinement podcast highlights channel. Just go watch the Narrator takes an L. It'll save you some time.
Okay. Anyways,
You don't need to watch every episode. You can just go watch the entirety
No.
of the highlights channel.
what I'm saying though is that there are some people who have like watched every episode of the podcast and shit, and they know more about us than we know about ourselves. Because
Yeah, you've said
do you-
this
do
a
you
lot of
remember-
times.
People like us. What can I say?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just fucking weird. Like I
How's
listen
that
to some of the
weird? We just
podcast
got big
episodes, and I don't
fans.
remember saying it.
Some people are big fans. They want to go back and listen to the entire backlog. They enjoy hearing us. They can't get
Yeah.
enough.
I think we recorded.
Nothing wrong with that.
I think when we recorded our first podcast episode, I was playing a tycoon on Roblox.
Does ring a bell. I remember
I
you
wouldn't
used to
be
be into
surprised.
Roblox.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, there
playing,
was a phase.
City Tycoon or something.
Wow.
Hey,
I
narrator.
remember because Carson was making his top 10 or 10 reasons why Roblox is the best game ever.
Hey, Narrator.
This is awful. Hey, narrator, what person do you want to be on the podcast?
What person do I want? What the fuck?
Yeah,
does
if
that
you could
mean?
be one of the other... I'm guessing that's what Psycho Wolf is asking. Okay, right. Sean is Panda asked the last question, by the way.
You
Can't
already said
forget
that.
that.
You got that. You
Okay.
got it under.
Psycho
yeah,
Wolf,
No worries.
Are
what
they
person do you want to... Hey, don't cut me off. Go ahead, talk. You wanted to say something?
Are they specifically addressing me?
No, they're
Well,
addressing
no.
all of us. We're going around.
Okay. Are they trying to say what person do you want to be on the podcast? Like, if we could be.
As in, like, if you could be one of the other two, I'm guessing is what they mean.
Okay, because I'm.
I'm thinking they're wanting like who would we most want as a guest?
Yeah, that one.
What person do you want to be on the podcast?
Yes. What
Okay,
person-
can we just answer it?
If they wanted the guest, they would just say, "Who do you want on the podcast?" Why would they word it like that? They're asking.
Me.
Shut the fuck up, Carson.
I want Quentin.
That's what you sound like.
That is not what I sound like, actually. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your headphones.
Yo, I want Quentin reviews on the podcast. I love his channel.
Okay, if that's what they're
ask him.
asking, my answer is Shammy, but he has his DMs closed, and I'm never going to get to contact him ever. All right.
My answer is Corey Edwards.
That is also a good one.
Yes, I'm gonna ask.
I think we're all unanimous on that.
Yeah, Corey Edwards.
Oh, of course. I want to do a hoodwink watch along.
And
with
if you don't know who Corey Edwards is, it's the director of the finest movie ever made, Hoodwinked.
I want to do a hoodwinked watch along with Corey Edwards.
I do too. That's my dream. If we can get to the point where we can do that, then that's the end game, right? That's like we've made it.
Yeah. Once Corey
after
Edwards
we do
is
that,
on
we
the-
can wrap it up.
Yeah.
If you want to contribute, at Corey Edwards on Twitter and tell him do a watch along with the Solitary Confinement podcast, please, and tag us on it too. That will help.
Yeah.
Anything you can do for us will be very kind of you.
That'll
I
be
would
the
really
finale
appreciate
to the
it.
Solitary Confinement series.
Yeah.
Wait, no, don't say that because then they won't do it because they won't want this to end.
The finale of the season.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we
okay,
go.
yeah.
There we go.
The first season, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, there we go.
The best way
Yeah.
to say you're ending something and then change your mind later.
Hey, narrator.
Yo, what up, Carson?
You have a one-way ticket to anywhere you choose, but you have to drop everything and go immediately. Would you go? If yes, where?
T. Lombard 2000.
Yes, thank you.
Is it T. Lombard or is it Tlombard?
I think I know who that is. Yeah, I think he's one of my viewers.
Congrats. Answer the question.
I wanna meme it and say what you said in the vlog, but that's your thing.
Japan?
Yeah, I want to go to Japan.
You can say Japan.
I want to go to Japan so that way I can meet with my waifus and start up a new YouTube series called Waifu Wednesdays.
Okay.
It's the truth.
But as a real answer, I don't know if I would like go anywhere to drop everything right now per se. I mean, we have VidCon planned, and there's nothing I can really think of that I'd want to do right now. Like I'm pretty set with what I have going for me right now.
Fair enough. Good answer. Yeah.
Yeah, I think, yeah. From Link, has Racc had any violent
My
bursts?
answer is Illinois. Link, has Racc had any violent outbursts? He seems like he would.
Wait. Why would you go to Illinois?
Oh, I just like the state.
Also,
It's just a nice state.
Oh,
I like the
just a great-
shape.
Just a great.
Also,
yeah, I really love the state.
did you
the
just
shape
say?
of-
Did you say Illinois?
Yeah, it's a plural of Illinois.
If I could take a pizza cutter to the sides of Illinois, I would.
I hope
You're
there's
really
more than one
Illinoising
Illinois
me.
one day. I hope I can look at a map of the U.S. and see multiple Illinois.
You mean like North and South Dakota? There's just East and West.
Maybe the plural of Illinois is Illinois.
I'm gonna
Maybe I've been getting
Maybe
it
it's
wrong this whole
Illinois.
time.
Why are we talking about Illinois?
I don't know, but
Is
this
it?
is
Would
getting
it be
really
Illinois?
This is getting
or
really
no-
annoying. Please.
Wait, would it be would
I
it
don't
be
know what
Illinois
you're
or
talking
Illinoises?
I don't know, but this is awful.
Illinois. Fuck.
Illinois.
Okay, Link, has Racc had any violent
Illinois-s
bursts?
you. Ooh, what's
Okay,
this?
okay, Link, has Racc had
Oh fuck. What did I say?
Has Racc-
Illinois you. Ooh, what's this?
Okay, we're never getting through this is gonna last hours.
Has
Has
Racc
Racc had any
violent-
violent bursts?
Who's reading? Who's reading?
Hey, Link, it's the Link reading. Has Racc
Oh.
had any violent burst? He
Yes.
seems like he would.
Yes.
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 Yes,
All the time.
multiple. He
Commonly.
is an angry
happened.
man.
They've happened on the podcast before. They're not serious, but they're still violent. I guess you could say does look at the top of his house count as a violent outburst?
Fuck you.
Oh no! Look at the top of his house.
Can you guys not joke about my life being torn
Not
apart?
even there.
You know, for
Anyways,
like a
moving
good
on.
6 months.
Look at his windows.
Look at the shape of his floor.
This is the worst. I'm sorry, narrator.
I'm just sad now.
Sure, your house was very beautiful.
Why don't you rebuild it? idiot.
How about you read the next question?
Blazy and Tigrex. Carson, what was the most retarded thing someone said to a teacher when, like, rude or offensive when you were in school?
Why specifically you?
Because I've talked about that kind of
Carson
stuff.
has the best school stories. Remember the one about the autistic kid in the paper plane?
I remember. Don't refresh my memory. Go ahead, Carson. Answer the question.
To answer your question, I think the most retarded thing has been the stuff that. Sorry, my Windows was rebooting. The most retarded. Probably the stuff I've already talked about on the podcast. One of those, like the Fast Man thing. That was probably the most rude or offensive thing that I've seen someone do. Is the bow at the end. It's a fun story though.
Wait, but you did the bow.
I did.
I think they're talking about somebody else other than you.
Probably.
You just don't care?
Well, there you go. That's the answer.
Hey, no, I'm not done. One time, Brian the Master Sensei. I've talked about him before.
Yes.
I have another story about him. I wasn't there this day. I was sick. No, I was taking an AP exam, which meant I was out of school that day, so I didn't get to see this go down. But they were watching a safety video in my like. I forget what it was called. Transportation class. That's what it was called.
Zoom.
What is that, driver's ed?
No, it's about buses.
Yeah, it's about how things transport. It's a really awful class. I can't believe it's a high school class.
They just like roll down the projector and then say, wheels.
They do a little boy with their hands. Wheels. Yeah, no, that's how it goes.
America.
But anyways, someone during the safety video was on their laptop, and Brian literally freaked out at the person on the laptop and screamed that they were on their laptop. And the guy on the laptop was like, wait, what? Looked up, saw a guy screaming, went back to his laptop and just continued what he was doing while Brian is screaming. And then two of the people in my class, my friends Eric and Zach, started laughing at Brian while he was screaming. And then that made Brian even more upset. And Brian started, if I remember correctly, Brian stood on the table.
No.
He's
starting an uprising.
Was
he was trying.
Was he like the Szechuan sauce guy?
Anyways, if I remember correctly, he was standing on the table and screaming about how there's rules in place and people should be law-abiding citizens. And this all came from like a deep-rooted part of his soul, because he was constantly getting told to put his computer away because he was on it all the time. So it was clearly something that he really needed to get out there. I think he just needed to let loose and make sure everyone knew that there were rules and we needed to live by them.
Sounds so.
There's a reason we have rules, and if you're not following the rules, you're a criminal. Is basically the point of his message. I think that's what he was trying to get across.
I mean,
that would probably be the most rude or offensive thing that happened, because he was screaming.
Now, who was the rude one? The guy on his laptop, your friends, or Brian Masterson?
Masterson.
Oh, the guy
Brian
on the
the
laptop,
Master Sensei, you idiot. Yeah, the guy on the laptop.
He just ignored. He used Brian's laptop without his permission.
No, it wasn't Brian's laptop. It was just his laptop.
Oh.
It was just the dude's laptop.
Oh, so
it wasn't even Brian's.
Like, he gets to have his computer out, but I don't, kind of thing.
Yeah, but screaming it.
Yeah, I think
dude,
he was in the right.
At a much louder volume.
Oh, like when you eat noodles.
He had every right.
I was eating cereal, narrator.
Is cereal noodles?
Shut up.
Top 10 questions scientists can't answer.
Welcome back to another Watch Mojo.
Are noodles cereal?
Wait, is Watch
All right.
Mojo still a thing?
Of course.
I just
Why
haven't
would it
seen
not
them.
be a thing?
I haven't seen
If
them
you
and I
ran Watch
recommend
Mojo, would you shut it down? No, you would keep
It's
milking
less.
it.
It's less Watch Mojo now, and
milking
more
it?
like I guess I'll click
Yeah,
on it.
you would keep
Mojo.
milking it in the form of
Oh, I
is
thought you
blank
said
cereal.
you'd keep. I thought you said you'd keep milk in it like it was a cereal.
That is what I said. I wasn't trying to make a joke, but yeah,
No.
sure. There you
Keep
go.
Milk
Laugh.
in it. No, keep milk in it.
Keep
not
milk.
Keep milk
keep milk in it like it's a bowl. Got it.
I thought you were talking about it.
Why
like
do
it
you
was a
keep milk
fucking
in a bowl? I thought you put the bowl last, so it's on the milk.
Oh, like what I did.
Exactly.
Keep
It goes
everything
milk
moist.
cereal bowl. Exactly. Got to keep the
Milk
bottom of the cereal bowl moist so that it has
Milk
no friction.
cereal
And
bowl.
you can slide it around
Milk
the table with
cereal
ease.
bowl. Milk cereal.
You're not
bowl.
going to get me on this chance.
Milk cereal.
You're not going to. It's not going to work. You can keep
Milk
trying,
cereal
but it's
bowl.
Milk.
Milk cereal bowl. Milk
Milk
cereal bowl. Milk
Milk
cereal
milk
bowl.
cereal
Eli's a
bowl.
loser. How did you guys meet?
You want to know my biggest regret is when I made that.
Why?
You know, now that I think about it, my biggest regret.
My biggest regret is
Was
when
following raccoon eggs back on Twitter.
No, well, that was up there, but no. My biggest regret was when I made that milk first video. I didn't just pour the milk on the table, then the cereal, then just fucking throw a bowl.
And just shatter it.
Yeah, because I ended it off with a fork, which I guess
And make
is
it a
bad
part
enough.
two.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It
Wait, that was a
nice
fork?
bowl.
I couldn't even tell.
Yeah,
I thought
no.
it was a spoon.
If you go back to
I
the
thought
video,
it was a can opener.
No. What it is it's milk.
I thought it was a pizza cutter.
It's milk, and then
thought
I
it was a
pour
garlic
cereal
press.
out. I pour cereal outside
I thought it
of the
was
bowl, and then I fucking throw a fork.
thought
in
it was a cheese grater.
Thought it was Narrator's house.
Thought it was a I was about to say toaster, and then you said Narrator's house, and that brought back some good memories.
That was literally one of the worst days of my life.
So how did
It's
you
the gift
guys
that
meet?
just keeps on giving, huh?
How did we meet? Carson hit me up because he wanted to leech off of me, and Raccoon.
It's not true.
What?
I
Then
said
why did you
wanted.
message me then?
I followed
What do you
Narrator.
mean?
We all met through Narrator. I followed Narrator on Twitter, and then he followed me back because he watched my videos out of curiosity. I don't know how. Carson hit up Narrator, and then
I saw
we all got in a
Narrator
call.
through
We all
Notorious on
three of us
Twitter.
met on the same day.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
You
And then
know,
we made a podcast.
stars aligned.
Yeah, I remember. I think. Didn't we decide that we wanted to start the podcast over Roblox?
Alignment of the tornadoes.
Yeah.
I really feel like we decided this podcast over
No,
Roblox.
no.
No, it definitely happened that way, Racc. I for once, I'm actually remembering.
I
Yeah,
don't
we
wanna
decided
believe
the
that, though.
podcast.
Yeah, we were
the-
we were fucked like because we were playing City
Yeah,
Tycoon.
no, we were playing City
and
Tycoon.
We were so
Oh my
fucked- yeah,
gosh.
because Carson had the fire station. I had
Yeah, no, this happened.
Why?
yeah,
I don't want to recount
Carson
this.
had the fire station. Yeah. Oh my God. Do you remember
you
those?
dragged me. You dragged me.
no,
into
you had the
Roblox
gas
against
station,
my
Racc.
will.
Do you
You had the
remember
gas
fucking-
station.
Yeah, I remember you dragged me into Roblox against my will. I didn't want to play that game. I never wanted to touch that game in my life. I didn't want that to be on my record as I pass into the afterlife. I didn't want to remember I played Roblox. Yeah, because the Narrator convinced me. He begged. He practically got on his hands and knees and sucked me off until I wanted
Yeah,
to play
because
Roblox with
I
him.
had the bank and Carson had the fire station, and
This is
somebody
the
needed
worst.
to take the guy. Anyways,
Why are you recounting this with such accuracy?
because it's something that I remember, and we need to put in stone.
He takes
that
pride in it.
We made the podcast over Roblox. Do you remember the Tails and Cream shirt that I made all of you wear?
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ. Can we move
Oh my
on?
gosh. Oh no, it's all
Nobody
coming.
wants
No,
to hear
that
this.
needs to be the cards this week. Just Tails and Cream.
No. No.
My biggest regret is playing Roblox.
If we never played Roblox, this podcast wouldn't have existed.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Moving on. Blazia and Tigrex. Why
Did
is
we even
Narrator
answer
gay?
that guy's
Was he
question?
like?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Okay.
We just did.
Oh, yeah, how we
Blazia and
met.
Tigrex. Why is Narrator gay? Was he, like, raised wrong or taught the wrong things in school? Why is that faggot not normal and a fucking loser?
Jesus Christ.
Well, I ain't one of you normies. Normals. I said normies. Fuck me. I meant normals.
I don't think it has anything to do with how you're raised. I think it has everything to do with how you're born. You know, how the genetics align.
No, I think it's how I was raised.
You think so?
Yes.
I think he has first-hand experience.
Were you
Yeah.
abused hard in a sexual
No,
manner by
well,
Yeah,
I
it was-
mean, there was this
No,
one-
he was
there
abused by a
this-
tornado.
There was this one guy when I was.
He got his
No.
asshole ravaged by a tornado, and his sexuality hasn't been the same since.
There was this one guy when I was 8, but other than that, I think I just was gay.
Fair enough. You want to answer the second part of the question? Why are you a faggot and not normal and a fucking loser?
I'm not a faggot. I
a
hate
three-parter.
fags. I don't know if we. I don't know if we should put that in the podcast.
Are you part of the Westboro Baptist Church?
No, I just no. I hate flaming homosexuals. They piss me off.
Okay, fair enough.
There
Okay,
are two,
why are you
there
not
two ty-
normal?
There are two types of gays. There's homosexuals and there's fucking faggots.
I get it.
Anyway.
Okay, why are you not normal?
Why am I not normal? Well, I'm not normal because I started a podcast while playing Roblox.
Okay, and finally,
mean-
why are you a fucking loser?
I'm a loser because
He plays those two.
I click circles for money.
God.
Oh, wow. Okay, next question. Sean is Panda. Are you guys going to do any more live podcasts?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Moving on. Blazian Tyrex. If I kill someone else and write them a suicide note in my handwriting, will I be arrested?
Yes.
Yes.
No. You're just committing suicide for them.
Next question. Mr. Taco 3455. Why do you bully Narrator on the podcast? Is he just there
Don't
seeing
ask
two
them, then they're
asshats?
going to go in depth.
Actually, it's why
Next question.
It's actually why do you
Oh.
bully Narrator on the podcast? All right, please recount the question with the utmost accuracy.
Why do you If so, you guys disgust me. Just kidding. Why is Narrator so shit at jokes? Moving on.
No,
Can
it's
you guys
another-
get high and do an episode?
What?
Carson doesn't do drugs. He's a goody two shoes.
Wait. What was the question? I didn't hear.
We could do one with me and Narrator, but we wouldn't be able to get all three of us because Carson is he's above that.
Actually,
It's not that I'm above it. It's just I just don't want to.
Exactly, he's above it. He's better than people that smoke.
All right.
I actually only smoke on Thanksgivings or if somebody offers, but mainly
Oh
Thanksgiving.
yeah, you have a thing with smoking on Thanksgiving.
Right.
That's a
Yeah. No,
Tradition.
I don't smoke unless it's Thanksgiving, and when it's Thanksgiving, I get fucked up.
Gotcha.
Did I ever tell on the podcast the story about
Yes.
Space Jam?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm making.
Whew, that was a close one. Whew.
I got scared.
Uh-oh.
No, that's the
Yeah,
story.
you got terrified by cartoon animals playing
I
basketball.
got
We've heard this story.
wait. Let me defend myself.
Oh no.
I was zoning in and out. I couldn't. My brain wasn't able to comprehend it. And then Michael Jordan went into animation land. Like the world started turning animated around
Yep.
him. And I was scared out of my fucking mind, but I couldn't move.
Yep.
I bet he saw Lola, and then his gay instinct started kicking in, and that's what gave him
Who?
a bad trip.
Who the fuck is Lola?
What? She's the hot one. She's the one that makes you question yourself.
No, I mean, like, literally, I remembered nothing from that movie. I was too fucking high to register.
Okay,
mentally.
Google, is Lola related to Judy Hopps from Zootopia?
Is that a thing?
My phone just died. Okay.
It just reboots.
Sorry, my phone is rebooting. All right, Psycho Wolf, how did you guys manage to make the best, yet somehow the worst podcast of all time?
Roblox.
Luck.
Yeah, luck. All three of us meeting on the same day and somehow having the chemistry to want to make a podcast. Who is calling me? Hello?
Hello.
Why are you calling me? We're on a podcast. We've done this joke 20 times. Why are you doing this again?
I wanted to make sure your phone wasn't dead.
It wasn't. I was joking.
Ah, I got you.
I'm angry.
That was a really good one.
I exposed him for the fraud he is.
All right, we
next
got
question.
Lombard 2000. What music do
Lombard.
you listen to? Lombard 2000.
His
what
name is
music do
T.
you listen
Lombard.
to? No, it's Lombard.
No, it's T. Lombard.
Can you read? You dyslexic?
Are you dyslexic?
You guys are wrong on so many levels.
So what music do you listen to, narrator?
Are you autistic?
What does that one even mean?
What music do you listen to?
His house is
Alternative.
autistic.
I listen to a lot of
His house is not even there anymore.
2000s.
Sorry, it was autistic.
2000s alternative music and
What, are you stuck in the past?
a lot of weep shit now. Is my
Missing things from the past, narrator?
And,
Is that why you like
oh
stuff from
my
the 2000s?
I don't know. My house got destroyed in 2012.
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to 2012 music.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, dude, Boom Boom Pow, Owl City, fun.
Oh no, I meant
Nation
the
is a good
2012
band.
soundtrack.
Dude, All American Rejects. That was my shit back in the day.
I
That-
like, yeah, I guess rock, alternative rock, old rock,
Dude, Panic at the Disco.
some pop songs.
I chimed in with haven't you people ever heard of?
Soundtracks.
I used to listen to a lot of Panic at the Disco, narrator. Thank you for that.
Oh, dude,
Not
don't
anymore,
threaten
though.
me.
I got tired
Don't-
of all their songs.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Okay. Soundtracks.
Oh,
Elaborate,
wait.
Carson.
I remember the perfect band. 303. Shush, girl. Shush your lips.
Got it. So what
Who the hell
soundtracks, Carson?
cares?
What do you listen to?
What?
What soundtracks?
Sorry,
do you
my
listen
Windows
To?
was rebooting.
Cars 2 soundtrack.
Sorry, my Discord was
No,
updating.
Sorry, Clippy was talking to me. Probably. Sorry, I thought that one was really good.
That was
It was
that was
mediocre
something.
at
Go
best.
ahead. What soundtracks?
Just any soundtrack. If I'm into something for like a week, and then I'll start listening to the soundtrack from it. So like if I think there's a good video game, like I listened to the Hollow Knight soundtrack for like a week. The Undertale soundtrack when Undertale was a thing, I was into that.
Dude, you should like get in a ride with one of your parents and then just bump that shit in the car. See what they have to say.
Undertale?
Yeah, just bump some fucking Undertale soundtracks.
Well, they probably
into
like
the-
Megalovania.
Maybe. I just think it's funny to imagine, like, you know, putting on some shades, rolling down the sunroof, driving off into the sunset, and like putting on music from a fucking video game.
Wait, you
I
haven't
know.
done that?
Yeah, no, I just put on Minecraft parodies.
Yeah, dude, that's
Blare
okay.
it.
That
Blare it
that's-
in my car.
That's actually how I used to leave high school. I was that asshole who turned the bass.
You play Captain Sparkles?
Yes.
Just the rap sections?
Yes, I was that asshole who would turn the bass up, roll down all my windows, turn the volume up to max, and just play Minecraft parodies as I was
know
driving
what?
out. And I had
you know
to drive
what I
past all
think
the kids
trumps
who rode the
all
bus.
of the music that we've talked about here today?
Wow,
10
whoopsie.
hours of TV static.
10 hours of Baby Mario crying. Look it up.
The Friends
No.
theme, the Friends theme, except it's only the clapping 10 hours. I feel like that's a thing.
Dial-up sound. 10 hours.
White noise, 10 hours.
Anyways, next question. Blazion and Tigrex. What was everyone's game of the year for 2017 and the game they are currently getting the most joy out of?
Osu.
Does it have to be something that was released in 2017? I don't think anything I play right now was made in 2017.
No, I would say just what was your game of the year in 2017? How about that?
I guess Okami. I really enjoyed playing that entire thing on stream. It really is a masterpiece.
I mean, Abzu comes to mind because it was really nice, but it did have some issues. And I played a lot of fucking games last year. But I guess either Abzu or maybe GTA 5. I don't know.
Super Mario Odyssey is a fantastic game.
Super Mario 2. Okay, I got that meme.
I don't have a Switch, but it looks good. Can't wait to play in 3 years.
Go out to the backyard and pick one.
What? That doesn't make sense. Pick a Switch? What?
You never had your parents go make you get a Switch from the backyard?
No.
No.
What?
All right.
What is?
Moving on. T. Lombard, 2000.
Oh, look at it. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there goes a joke.
Hey, everyone in the
Oh,
comments,
over my
make
head.
fun of them
Check
for
that
not
out.
getting beaten by their parents and not understanding the joke. How long does an average video from your channels take to get footage / record and then edit? Okay, I can answer for Narrator. Literally no time at all. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, Racc, would you like to go?
Wait. Excuse me? What was
Weeks.
the question? What was the question?
How long does an average video from your channels take to get footage and record and edit?
From like our personal channels?
Yeah.
I'd say. Oh, actually, I would say, for my Osu channel, I've been doing like tutorials and reviews and shit. I would say that takes about a day or two. Because
24 hours to 48 hours?
well, I mean, my fucking tablet review took 2 weeks. So
Okay, actual work time.
actual work time,
Recording and editing.
recording and editing, I would say around 2 days.
What was the timestamp for how much you recorded and how long you were editing?
A day around, probably.
24 hours.
I have at least 18 hours of footage of.
All right. Narrator spent 24 hours editing together his tablet review, everyone. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Racc, how about you?
I got gameplay. I had to fucking unbox it.
What was the question?
How long does an average video from your channels take to get footage / record and edit?
Weeks. The thing about me is I'll record for like a week. I'll have a really good CS video, but I won't see it as good. I'll watch it over, and I'll get tired of every clip, and I'll convince myself that I need more footage, and so I'll go play more, and then I'll keep doing that until I get it way beyond what it needs to be, and that takes like usually at least 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm trying to get better at that though, and not letting my perfectionist side kick in, so I can just get them out weekly. Editing is I would say most of that time is spent getting footage and recording. And then editing, I can cram into like 3 days of hardly eating or sleeping, just grinding editing for 3 days, and then I can get it done like that. There's my answer.
Do you want to talk about it?
Talk. What do you mean?
Are you okay, Racc?
Get your hand off my shoulder. What the fuck?
Bro, I said not to touch me.
Bro, you know I don't like being touched. I'm really sensitive about that.
Bro, I've told you at least twice not to touch me, bro. That is a sensitive spot.
Don't touch me, bro. Sets off my shell shock.
You know I go into fits.
Yeah. It's not emotionally scarring, Carson. It's just I like getting them out as soon as possible, and I like to compensate for the amount of time it takes to record by editing really fast.
I can tell. Your font game has been bad.
I use the
Your
same
font's
font
good,
for every
Racc.
video. I use an amazing font. What are you talking about? It's easy
Your
to
font's
read.
good.
It's easy to read, and
Cycle
everything
Wolf.
about it is great.
What is your favorite and least favorite podcast episode?
Cruder Max or or heck yeah.
Over sparked.
No, there's a favorite and least favorite, guys. You gotta specify.
Oh, my favorite is Fruity Max.
Well, my least favorite was either Cruder Max or the heck yeah one.
Heck,
My
yeah, one
favorite-
was not that bad.
The audio was horrible, and we used a weird
Well, that was-
teal. We used a really weird teal for the fucking thumbnail and
Wow, you really like to
overlay.
nitpick, don't you?
Yes, I do. It's literally the only thing that we
It's
have.
not Heck Yeah's fault. He has background noise. I did what I could.
But the quality of the podcast due to the bad audio was tanked.
Nah, I think it was fine.
I blame
The
you,
episode
Narrator.
Wasn't that bad. Yeah, you think
It
you brought
wasn't that
down the
bad.
quality of the podcast. Shut your trap. My favorite episode is probably one of the most recent ones we've done because we've been getting better.
We've been getting a lot better.
The
to be
Hugbox
honest.
one. I'll say the Hugbox one is my favorite because
My favorite
the
will always be number 3.
fucking Mike Gain call.
This is a good.
My least
that was a good
favorite is
time.
Oversparked.
My favorite is number 3. I've said.
I disagree.
Why?
Your favorite is what?
Number 3. We've said that number 3 was.
We've made better ones than number 3.
We've made better ones than number 3.
I liked number 3.
All right. You're entitled to your fact.
Thank you.
I disagree.
I don't care. There is a podcast episode I know where we have all said that number 3 was our best podcast episode.
I have an answer for what
it was
music
probably
do I
like the
listen
one
to.
right after. What?
I said I have an answer for what music do I listen to.
What?
You heard me.
Sorry, I was talking to Clippy. What?
I have an answer for what music do you listen to.
Oh, how
Okay.
funny.
Pitchfork. They have the best music taste of all time. It really is amazing. All of their top 50 lists just hit the nail right on the head because they include all the most popular songs of the year.
Hey, can you leave that awkward silence in, please? Can you do me a favor and just don't even touch that?
Yeah, no, I'm going to include you guys being socially inept. I never cut that out. I'm going to include that one too. And that one. And that one too.
Well, that one was my favorite, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah.
My favorite and least favorite podcast episode. My favorite would probably be
My favorite
either
is
Swagger.
this one.
Yeah, no. To be honest with you, my favorite probably would be the Hugbox, and least favorite would be the Oversparked.
All right, we're on the
Because
same
no one
page.
remembers the Oversparked one.
We just pretend it didn't happen.
I don't even remember. I don't remember a single sentence from that.
I don't.
Did
either.
it happen? Was it?
Didn't
Is
even
it on
happen.
our channel?
No, is it just a really bad dream?
All right. Next
Stupid.
question. Stupid SARS.
Stupid. What did you call me?
Sorry, I was talking to Clippy. How long does it take to make one podcast? And what was the dumbest thing you have ever done on an episode of the podcast?
It takes 1 day to record. More specifically, about 1 to 2 hours.
3-ish. It depends.
Okay. There's usually an hour of warming up beforehand.
Yeah.
Today was probably the fastest we've ever started. I'm surprised.
Yeah, but first we had to spam the Twitter. I think
Yeah.
I think that was the secret this time. That's what made it go by faster.
Yeah.
We felt like we had been more productive.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we have like a warm up of like an hour where we just talk, and then we record for like an hour, and then I edit it in like a day, and most of that is like waiting on Carson to get the gameplay.
I'm
it
flipping
can take,
you off. You can't see it, but I am.
Well, I'm not trying to say that in like a menacing way. I'm just saying
It's a
usually
really loud
the longest
flip-off.
part is waiting on Carson to get the gameplay.
Might even pop up in the audio.
A really loud flip off. Am I just gonna
Yeah,
look
it's-
at your audio and it's gonna somehow make a waveform of a middle finger?
Ooh.
You
That was me
tried.
making a middle finger.
I bet it just looked like a fucking blob. You tried. And what was the
Yeah, but the
dumbest thing?
intention is still there.
What was the dumbest thing you've ever
Well-
done on an episode of the podcast?
Nothing. I'm perfect.
So if you can, okay, so you can basically just look at the timestamp and figure that out, actually. So like on the Torturing Hugbox one, however long that episode was, that was the dumbest thing we did on the podcast.
Yeah.
Same thing for each episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
I would say opening up a podcast with scratching off a lottery ticket.
Yeah, that was pretty stupid.
You ate things in the
Yeah,
next
eating
episode.
things. That is true. That I can't forget about that. That was probably the highlight.
The dumbest thing I've done on an episode of the podcast was episode 9. I talked to myself from 3 different points of view.
I love. Oh shit! April Fool's is coming up again. Do I have to do that podcast?
No. It's Racc this year. He said he would last year.
Okay.
I'm gonna do.
You'll be
Racc
next
only,
year.
Okay.
The
I'll be
Racc
next
only
year.
podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Racc, you actually better start recording that because I mean.
It takes an hour.
Yeah.
I'm probably not going to do an entire hour. I'm going to try to.
No,
do
you
the
can
bare
just
minimum.
do the 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do the 20 minutes. We're all required to do 20-minute self podcasts.
And then the year after next, we'll put them all together in one, and it will sound like an all one podcast.
Oh wait, so then we
all
take
one
each,
podcast to people that can't hear each other.
Wait, or we could do it where it's 20
did
minutes.
a podcast where we all just have our mics muted.
Wait. I know what we
We're
could
all
do.
just talking into Audacity.
For the year after next, what we can do.
Do we want to do that instead this year?
does
Just a
sound
quiet
tempting.
podcast. Well, then this has to go out after April.
No,
1st.
not a quiet podcast. No, it doesn't. There will be plenty of people that click and then are just confused.
So wait, what are we doing this year then?
We're gonna mute ourselves in Discord and then just all talk into Audacity and then put them all together.
Okay.
That sounds so amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah.
We're gonna name it Very Good Episode.
Very good episode, in parentheses, audio problem.
Look out for that on April 1st.
Should we record that next?
Would you like to?
I don't know if I'm feeling
No.
funny right now.
No.
Okay, we
Lil
won't do it right
Stubby.
now.
Lil Stubby, how many episodes... Sorry, my Discord is updating. How many episodes do you think you're going to do and for how long?
We're gonna do at least 100.
I can do that. I can stick by that.
Yeah, at least
There's
100.
no end in sight, I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, when we started this podcast, we didn't expect it to go anywhere. I think we just...
That's not true.
I did.
We expected this to be the biggest podcast on YouTube.
Oh.
Let's be real
No,
here.
no, because the
We
trending
started
topic...
the podcast when we all had like 3K. I
Yeah,
don't think we
Yeah, I
expected
know.
much out
the
of it.
trend...
I was being sarcastic, bud.
Yeah, well, the
Oh.
trending topic baited and... Well, Catch 33 wasn't even a thing then, but like trending topic
Who are
and
you
baited...
talking about? Are these people even... Are they in the cinematic universe, Racc?
No,
Well,
I'm not sure what he's talking
I
about.
don't know who you're
either.
talking
Okay,
about.
whatever. Anyways, when we started this podcast, I think we were all in the mindset of we're doing this for fun, and we're going to be doing it for a long time just because we're all friends.
Yeah, we're doing that still, right?
Yeah, no, I know. I'm just clarifying. Like,
What are you saying, narrator?
I'm saying that the podcast is going to go on forever until I eventually.
What, do you
kill
want to
Carson.
end? We can stop it right now if you really want to.
I mean, okay.
All right, well,
All
there
right.
we go. We lived for
There we
14
go.
months. There it is.
Yeah.
The nail in the coffin.
The podcast is over.
Yeah. Hey, Carson.
Next
narrator,
question.
Narrator is leaving the podcast.
Yeah. It's been a run. It's been a good run, guys.
Because Narrator is leaving, Carson and I are also leaving. All the podcasts from here on out are going to be hours of silence with no members.
But there's still going to be gameplay somehow. Wait,
Yeah.
oh, we could just have
That's
it.
all people come for anyways.
Wait, no, it could just be fucking like a still screen of Solitaire for now. Since nobody's
no
on
one's
the
there.
podcast.
No one's there to play.
Yeah, and then on the top, it just says Solitary Confinement Podcast, but there's no avatars. Oh, that's what we should do for April 1st.
No, we're definitely doing the
The other one?
the all talking because I think that one can end up funny.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, here's my question. Raccoon
Oh, hey.
Eggs asks, how do you guys open bananas? Do you peel them from the top or break them in half over your knee?
I break them in half over the top.
I drill a hole and then I squeeze it out into my mouth like it's a juice pouch.
Wow, that is disgusting.
It's good though. Have you tried it?
I usually
Milk
have a hard
cereal
time.
bowl. milk,
usually have a
cereal,
hard
bowl,
time.
banana,
Milk,
milk,
cereal,
cereal,
bowl,
bowl,
banana,
banana, milk, cereal, bowl, banana,
milk,
milk, cereal,
bowl, banana,
bowl, banana.
milk, cereal.
Sorry, I was
bowl.
talking to Clippy. What were you saying, Racc?
How do you guys open bananas? Well, I open bananas. I have a hard time opening them from the top. And so what I do is I break them in half over my knee. That's how I've always done it. And sometimes people are a little bit weirded out by that. They're like, why not just peel it from the top? And then I try to demonstrate how not all bananas are created equal. Sometimes you try to peel them from the top and it just doesn't work. There's no guarantee you're going to be able to make a dent in it. So the best way to do it is to break it in half. And then you can do the thing that Carson does and squeeze it out into your mouth like a fucking tube of yogurt.
I don't do that. Please don't think I actually do that. Please don't bring a banana and a drill to
like tubes
VidCon.
of Go-Gurt. You
I
heard
don't
it here
know.
first.
I mean, when I was in Indiana, you got a banana, and like I don't.
Fucking Go-Gurt.
I didn't even see the drill. Like I don't know where you got it. You just kind of like pulled it out of thin
I keep
air.
it in my shirt pocket.
You keep it in your Bible. You always have the Lord and a drill with you.
I open my
Yeah, of
bananas
course.
by slamming them in a giant book.
The Bible?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I crucify the banana.
Don't say that.
I don't even know how you'd manage to get that many nails in a banana, but I
yeah. Carson, I don't think you can say that.
Well, you can't
do. Can
say
you guys
that.
do some Mad Libs
Why can't
for
we say that?
live
Is-
stream?
is
I'm
Jesus
saying
get
for
offended?
Carson specifically because he goes to a very Christian podcast, and don't they like everybody in your dorm?
I go to a Christian podcast? Wait, is this a Christian? I don't know about you, narrator, but I remember this podcast for an episode. We specifically talked about hating
In the
black
beginning,
people for an
God
episode.
created the heavens and the earth.
And then he created the blacks.
We don't actually hate black people.
Yeah.
For some reason, there's a common misconception that our
I wonder
our
why.
jokes that were made for
In jest.
the purpose of shock humor.
Do people?
We don't.
Do people actually think we hate black people?
I hope not.
No. All right,
We do
next
hate
question
Muslims,
here.
though.
Do you guys hate black people? No.
Convert.
All right. Next question here, coming from Specific Ocean. Can you guys do some Mad Libs for a live stream? I would probably die for that. Probably not, actually, but I think it would
Dude,
be a
we
great
could.
stream.
Oh, I know what we could do for the April Fool's thing. While we're all muted, we could all do each like different Mad Libs. We could just
No.
like think them out.
Now we're,
out loud.
gonna
now
be
we're like
funnier if
adding
we're
too
just
many
talking.
rules. Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna leave it alone,
Gotta keep
narrator.
it simple.
Fine.
Yeah, but I mean, what do you guys think? Would doing Mad Libs be a good live stream?
Yeah, sure.
If we could find like a good visual for that.
I think
Yeah.
that for April Fools, we should do 35 inspirational Bible verses to lift your soul.
What?
Encouraging scripture verses.
What?
Below is a
Are you
collection
talking to
of
Clippy?
inspirational Bible oh, fuck, my bad. I forgot I was recording a podcast. Sorry, Clippy, I gotta catch you later. All right. what were we doing? Oh, right, yeah, Q&A. Call me Carson. Facts.
No. This is a question from FactSox on YouTube that I put into Discord. Totally unrelated, but I watch your guys' vids and recently started watching this. Honestly, best podcast series ever. Thank you. I wanted to get in PC gaming and play CSGO and games like that. Anyways, I have an $800 to $900 limit. Any recommendations? Or would it be better to build a PC? Anyways, thanks.
CSGO doesn't cost $800.
Me. I got one.
You're coming to the wrong place. But I mean,
Build a PC.
yeah. I mean, you can build a PC, but there's also some really good deals you can get on pre-builts. If you find a good pre-built, and you don't want to mess around with building it. I mean, I recommend building it, but I bought a pre-built and I haven't had any issues with it.
I got Bob the Builder to build my PC.
I spent 4 hours building my computer, and 2 of them were me not understanding how to screw in the fan. Nobody ever taught me that when you're screwing in an axle that you need to slightly screw them in each so that way they're secure. So I was just being a dumbass screwing one all the way in and then calling tech support at like, how the fuck does this work?
And then Bob the Builder picks up and he's like, can we fix it? Yes, we can.
Yeah, and then he called me retarded.
Wow. He should lose his job as a children's entertainer.
Nah, dude. He calls him as he sees him.
I hate Bob.
Whoa. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Dude, the drinking game.
Sorry, I was talking to Bob the Builder. What were we doing?
Question, who's the host of the podcast?
Oh, that was a... Yeah, no, I put this here. That's actually a question from me because people kept saying Racc was the host of the podcast in general chat, and I decided I'm gonna show. All right, you don't need to yawn just because you think you're better than us, okay? We're all the hosts of the podcast. It's a 3-way split. 33, 33, 34 me.
That's pretty gay.
34
who's
you.
the...
Hey, excuse me.
Excuse me. 34?
My name is legally bound.
No, we're all split.
33.33.
That 34 is mine.
I want to be the 34.
No, fuck you. My name is
I want to be the 30. We're ending the podcast unless we come to an agreement.
Yeah, my name is
going to be what tears the
bound.
podcast apart.
My name is
We're getting a 4th podcast member, so this is no longer an issue.
Wait, aren't our guests always the host of the podcast?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
this
as the running gag goes,
it's Tony the Tiger.
As the running gag goes, I'm the guest of the podcast, so I guess I'm the host.
Have you guys seen the Wikipedia page for Tony the Tiger?
Are we giving Tony the Tiger 25% of the pay?
Yes.
What do you think of the podcast? They're great.
Please don't sexualize me on Twitter. I'm Tony the Tiger.
Hey, have you guys seen the Tony the Tiger Wikipedia page?
No.
Oh, you gotta see this. It's really funny, actually, because there's a rich history behind Tony the Tiger. Okay.
Oh, I know about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Wait, are you talking about the furry shit?
Here.
So let's get into some of the
Ravenscroft. No, I got it. Ravenscroft spoke to an interview of injecting his personality into Tony. I made Tony a person. For me, Tony was real. I made him become a human being. And that affected the animation and everything. Tony the Tiger is a human being. You heard it here first, all right?
Wow.
It is incredible.
What weed is he smoking? Where can I get it?
Narrator Carson or Raccoon or Carson, why did you use Audacity to use your videos when
this was a question from somebody in the Discord
just record
that I copy and
Discord
pasted
audio?
It's a really awful question. I hated it, so I put it in.
Yeah, that is a shit question.
It's for the best quality possible. If we record on Discord, it might pick up lag or something.
Yeah, you should feel bad for that
idea.
question. You just didn't think ahead. You just typed it out. You're like, huh, that's a shower thought. That's not a real thought. You're stupid.
Jesus Christ.
We're leaving your name out, but think about what you've done.
Yeah, no. Oh, I'm going to be privately messaging you. I'm going to be calling you stupid, and it's going to have no
Narrator,
context.
enough people already don't like you. You shouldn't do that.
No, this person's not going to have any context in me calling them stupid. Then they're going to listen to the podcast, and they're going to feel bad because they know I'm talking about them. Fuck you.
You don't even know who did it.
No, I don't.
Probably
I'll find out.
Yeah, I will find out.
Vengeance will be served.
It will be mine.
All right,
Hey.
we're out of questions. But if you'd like to leave us more questions for another questions episode, don't forget to join the Discord and put the questions in the podcast questions channel so that you'll have a chance of being answered. All right.
Hey, speaking of stupid fans, by the way, thank you for 10K subs.
11K.
Oh yeah, yeah. We're up to 11.1K.
God, Raccoon, I get it. You're stupid, but now you can't count.
The milestone was 10K, not 11K.
Oh, well,
no one
excuse
makes
me. I checked the
11K
Twitter.
sub
I saw the
specials.
guy dancing to confetti. It clearly said thanks to for 11K.
11K people. That's a lot of people. You can't even count them on your fingers.
That's like almost 12K.
Yeah, I can.
2, 3, 4.
You don't
5,
have 11
6,
fingers,
7, 8,
Raccoon.
9. Wait, I just counted 9 on my fingers.
Wait, where's your
Oh
10th
shit,
one?
you're right. I'm out of fingers.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, look, I only got 10 fingers, Raccoon. Where's the 11th finger? God, you made a
don't know.
mistake.
5 of the fingers are on my shoulder.
What? Wait, is that Jesus?
No. We're going. No. Earlier. We're backtracking earlier to when I put my hand on Rack's shoulder.
And I told him to take it off because I'm very sensitive about being touched.
I'm sorry, by the way.
He just didn't let go.
I didn't. I forgot. I'm sorry.
It was not a gentle touch. It was a grab.
Who's gonna believe you?
I was scared. That are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I just wish that Clippy would touch me on the shoulder sometimes.
Thank you for watching this.
Touch.
We're not done. We have more stuff.
We reach out to each other every day, but we can never quite reach.
Wait, what else do we have to talk about? I've been here for an hour.
Sherlock Gnomes.
No.
It's important.
No.
It's on the list.
I don't want to
talk about... would you like to explain why Sherlock Gnomes is on the list?
Sherlock Gnomes is a Sherlock Gnomes is the cinematic apex of our generation, all right? Nothing can even come close to topping the masterpiece of film that is Sherlock Gnomes.
You haven't even seen it yet. All Tribe said you messaged him today talking about it and how you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, well, we weren't going to see it on release day. I have to put shit in my apartment for a couple of weeks, but then I can. And on the bright side, we'll be able to watch it with a less than packed theater. So yeah,
I'm excited for you. You know, we're all waiting to hear about it.
Yeah,
next episode I think should open up with us talking about Sherlock Gnomes.
Of course, we can have Ultrive on as a guest, and me and him can recount our experiences watching the movie.
Him and I.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, the only thing that matters is Sherlock Gnomes and Hoodwinked.
Exactly.
Dude, how do you think Sherlock Gnomes would feel hearing your improper grammar?
Who is a director of Sherlock Gnomes?
Corey Edwards. That would be great.
Imagine.
Dude, Corey Edwards would be the best director in the world.
John Stevenson.
John Stevenson.
You think we could get him on the podcast?
I want to get John Stevenson on the podcast.
John Stevenson, come on the podcast.
No, he made Kung Fu Panda. He's too big.
Shit.
Oh, man.
Wait, are you implying
I think we have a chance with Corey Edwards.
Wait, what do you mean? He's the creator of Hoodwinked 2, my favorite Hoodwinked.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, dude. Oh, dude,
I forgot.
Let's get the guy who directed Cars 2 on the podcast.
Thank you guys for listening to the Solitairy Confinement podcast. Twitter, Discord,
subscribe,
Snapchat.
There's a SoundCloud.
The Narrator.
Hello.
We don't have Snapchat. Wait a second. Back it up.
Raccoon eggs.
We don't have a Snapchat.
Are you just naming names?
Have a good one.
He pulled up the Hugbox episode.
Hey, Raccoon, I have a question. Why am I still on this podcast? And that's
Kill
how we end
yourself.
it. No, that's how we end it.
End it on what?